Hi, and welcome to Stamp with Ginny. Today I'm going to share with you how I made this fun little lots of lavender sachet for my recent occasions catalog kickoff. They're quick and easy to make, and I think they make a wonderful gift. So let me set this aside and I'll show you how I got started. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is your envelope punch board. And I'm going to be making a 3x4 envelope, so I've looked over here and it requires a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. And I happen to be using the lemon lime twist from our in color stack. The measurement here is 2 5/8, so the first thing I'm going to do is line it up here at 2 5/8 and punch, and then score. I'm going to turn, line up that line, punch again, and score. When you're doing this, you want to make sure you're not pressing too hard because designer series paper is a little thinner and you have to be a little more careful about how much pressure you apply so you don't go through the paper. And then I'm going to punch the top of one of the longer flaps. Now, if you need a complete tutorial on how to use the envelope punch board, you can check out my Getting Started video for this. And I'm ready to set this aside and start the assembly. Now I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm simply going to fold in each one of these flaps, carefully folding it and creasing it so that it's straight. And you can choose either side of this, but I happen to be using the solid side because I want that lavender image to shine. Now that I've got my envelope together, I'm ready to start assembling it. So I'm going to take my multi-purpose adhesive, but you can use your snail or your fast food, whichever you prefer. And I am going to adhere these first two flaps down to the large bottom flap and bring that one up. Okay, and I'm going to allow that to dry. That is something that you have to do with the multi-purpose adhesive, but it's a strong bond. And while that's drying, I'm going to show you here what I have. This happens to be corn cob bedding that you use for your pets. And I've added some essential oils to it, in this case my lavender, and I am going to just slip a little bit in here. And the recipe for this is really simple. You're going to either put it in a container like this or in a baggie, and depending on how much litter you put into the bag, you will want to add an appropriate number of essential oil drops. I typically start with like a cup and about 10 drops, and if that's not going to make me happy after I shake it up and let it sit a little bit and smell, then I add a few more drops at a time until it reaches the saturation or the scent that I prefer. So I've put that teaspoon in there and I've sealed the back flap of the envelope, and I'm going to set this aside while I show you how I stamp the front. Okay, I am going to use the free Sale-a-bration stamp set, Lots of Lavender, for this project. And I just love lavender to begin with, but this stamp set with its watercolor look is quick and easy and will work wonderfully with our new Stamparatus. So let me get this out for you. I'm going to be using basic gray with the outline image. I thought it was a little softer than the basic black for this project. And I've got that stamped. And then I am going to start building my color. So I'm going to take Berry Burst and I'm going to ink that up for the lavender. And this is not an exact match, so no worries there. And once I've got the lavender on there, I am going to move on to the lemon lime twist to match that designer series paper. And I am going to stamp the leaves in lemon lime twist on each side of the bunch of lavender. And then don't forget the stem. I always want to do that because it's hanging there underneath the bow. And the next thing I'm going to want to do is stamp my bow in Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to stamp that down here. And then of course we need a sentiment, and this sentiment is inked up in the Bermuda Bay also, and simply popped here on the bottom quick and easy. How great is that? And the best part is you can earn the stamp set for free when you place a $50 order during Sale-a-bration. So you can get all the other goodies that you have to make this project and get the stamp set for free. I'm using the Berry Burst ribbon, and I'm simply going to wrap it around the envelope along the longer side. And then I'm going to take a 6-inch piece of baker's twine, and I am going to first tie a knot. Let's see if my fingers will cooperate with me today. Okay, and I'm going to tie a quick bow. And now I'm adding the dimensionals. I'm going to put one on each corner so that it'll adhere down well and hold that ribbon in place. Okay, I've got the backs off of those, and I can simply layer that on here. And there you go, a quick and easy gift item. Let me show you the original again. If you'd like any of these products, feel free to stop by my online store. It's open 24/7, and you can get there from my blog, Stamp with Jini. And if you don't already have a local demonstrator and would like a Celebrations catalog that includes this stamp set along with a lot of fun other products that you can earn for free in our new Occasions catalog, email me your name, address, and phone number, and I'll be happy to mail you one. Thanks for joining me.